Clearly, ERP is back in focus in 2025. And I would even say that we consider 2025 as the kind of ERP renaissance that is going into 2026, obviously. First of all, this is the cloud delivery approach that we see coming from all the vendors primarily. I don't think that you have a vendor who would tell you, yes, let's do the innovation in the on-prem. It's just unbelievable these days. Cloud ERPs has moved from optional, like 3-5 years ago, it's still been optional because you had on-prem option almost from all the vendors that are offering ERP systems. But now with a cloud-based approach, it is lowering adoption barriers, and of course it triggers a lot of legacy to cloud migrations these days. So we can take it one by one. Like for example, total shift to the cloud. Cloud ERPs has moved from optional, like 3-5 years ago, it's still been optional because you had on-prem option almost from all the vendors that are offering ERP systems. But now with a cloud-based approach, it is lowering adoption barriers, and of course it triggers a lot of legacy to cloud migrations these days. Next component would be the AI, and of course this automation is currently being embedded in almost all ERP systems. So, and buyers of course are expecting ERP systems to reduce manual work and deliver decision support, and legacy platforms in most cases are being replaced because they are not capable to deliver AI value due to the old architectures that they have. Another thing is integration and ecosystems around the ERP systems. That's what we call the API economy in some case. So ERPs are like going from the system of a record to the systems that are connecting specialized cloud tools and becoming a kind of a digital core. Modern ERP systems should be capable playing well with others, and this is clearly becoming the buyer requirement. Digital supply chain and industry 4.0. Here we have like the trends like volatility of supply chain, like forcing companies to migrate to modernize their ERP systems. They want to leverage the things like the real-time planning, predictive capabilities, and of course like the sophisticated integration scenarios and Internet of Things that is just getting popular. Not just popular, I would say, but also this is a foundation for a lot of monetization models in the market. ERP selection for many companies has shifted from the list of features are compatible to their business requirements to the long-term business value. The things like adaptability, like vendor roadmap credibility, ability to build on top of the ERP system and innovate together with the ERP system. Modern buyers treat like things like live dashboards that are providing information in the real time, and for example things like the ability to drill down into the very specific detail. It is a mandatory requirement these days. If we look at the things like batch reporting, Excel exports, like playing with the spreadsheets, it's not the requirement anymore in many cases. It is completely outdated, so therefore we're looking into the systems that are capable to provide the real-time data. We are looking at the things like usability, the modern user experience. We are transitioning from the old ERP system to the new ERP system. We want our users to get onboarded fast, less and less implementation failures, and we're looking into the good methodologies of implementation, accelerated methodologies that would get us to the value as fast as possible. As the bottom line, I would say that the new ERP in standard is the cloud-native solution that is AI-ready, integration-ready, and completely user-friendly. Definitely when we're choosing the modern ERP system for 2026 and beyond, we definitely should look at the vendors who are providing these capabilities out of box. As the main triggers that pushes companies to move to a new ERP system, I would mention several things. First of all, this is the rapid business growth and the major business change. I would say this is number one. Primarily that the companies are considering to change when they are having outdated accounting systems and business systems that they are running. So basically, I would say they hit the ceiling. The business needs, for example, multi-entity accounting capabilities, consolidated reporting, management analytics, higher transaction scale, new business model monetization. So all things that are really pushing customers to innovate and pushing customers to adopt new systems and consider moving from the old one to the new one. And here we see like the cloud-first approach in most cases, remote access, the systems that are having higher security, and of course having like regular continuous updates. And here where legacy systems again becomes the blocker and stops companies from innovation, and then this is the moment when they're considering moving to the cloud. Next possible option to change the requirement to change the legacy system is when the company gets acquired, for example, or you get the new management has the new strategy, and again it pushes to you could consider moving to the new ERP. Important thing that is happening, and we see it more and more, I think it is like most of the customers are facing this despite of the vendor you are running with, is the end of support for your existing legacy ERP system. When the vendor ends support, you get different type of the challenges like security, audit requirements, for example, integration becomes painful, system maintenance costs rises, different types of the regulatory changes that are exposing the system limitations. So this is the important moment when the system that would support your future growth and help you to really meet all these requirements. And of course, like for the companies that are considering innovation, the new business model or strategy change is an important point when you should reconsider the systems that you are running. For example, you would replace your system typically when launching new business that would be, for example, focused for the e-commerce first, or you are going omni-channel, or you are expanding internationally, or, for example, you are thinking about moving into the subscription business or building the recurring revenue stream. In this case, you are facing a lot of challenges, starting from the way how you build the subscription products, for example, ending with the way how you recognize revenue. So all these components together, they are definitely the critical mass for considering ERP change. But even if you are facing one of these issues, it is still the important decision to be made on how do you face this requirement and how do you address it.